Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
This is the Closing Bell on the Stock Movers Report. The companies making moves at the close of U.S. trading with Carol Massar, Tim Stenovec, Romaine Bostick, and Scarlett Fu.
S&P 500, 211 names in the average. Higher today. Katie, 290 to the downside, 2 unchanged.
Let's take a look at the sector level as illustrated by this circle. You can see it's very green today, and it's big tech once again. This is what we saw yesterday. It's what we see on this Friday. Really leading gains at the sector level, up more than 1%. Utilities, too, though, getting in on the action, as too did communication services. On the downside, you do have 4 sectors in the red on this Friday. Energy leading losses, off by 1.3%. Real estate, consumer staples, and healthcare also finishing the day lower, Carol.
A lot of green. All right, let's get to some of those individual gainers that got it there. FedEx, that stock finishing off its best levels of the session, still a gain of 2.3%. The company reported better than expected adjusted earnings per share for the first quarter, reinstated its full year sales and profit outlook, and that's really what got investors excited, because remember when they had suspended it because they just weren't quite sure what was coming at them. And this is all happening, investors buying the stock because the company still expects a $1 billion hit from trade volatility this year due to President Trump's tariffs and the loss of a key exemption for low-value goods. Got to mention Apple as well. That went up about 3.2%.
Did you get a new iPhone today?
I did not. I'm still happy with what I've got. I'm still getting used to that new, was it liquid glass or whatever the heck it is?
I don't know. I'm on iPhone 6.
Oh, sorry for you. Yeah. All right. Well, the iPhone 17 Pro, Pro Max, and iPhone Air have gone on sale, with the new phones attracting long lines at Apple stores in various locations. It is the first time.
I was in that line today, by the way.
So you were buying something?
No, I was actually there for something completely unrelated to Tim Cook, but I just happened to run into him. I said hi.
Did
just
you
there
really?
for the vibes?
Yes, seriously. Yes.
Did you ask him anything?
I did not. I did not get that close to him. You know, he has a lot of security around him.
Okay, yeah.
As you can imagine.
So do you.
Yeah. So he's like the president. You can't get any close to him. You're like, who are you?
All right, moving along. Apple shares up 3.2%. Keep in mind, I think it was Mark Gurman pointing out, first time since 2020 that Apple has rolled out several new phone designs and a lot of new gear. So people excited. This one, courtesy of my lovely co-host, Tim Stenovec, Bright House Financial. Yes. Thank you. BHF is the ticker. Stock up 27% in today's session. A consortium led by the insurer Aquarian Holdings in advanced talks to pay $65 to $70 per share for Bright House Financial. This is according to people in the know as the sales process for the annuity provider comes to a head. So we'll see. Bright House could decide as soon as next week to move forward, or they could remain independent according to those people in the know. And I'm just going to throw in.
Oh, sure.
Sorry, Finley, I didn't send this to you, but Oracle, a late pop on that redhead, up about 4% here at the close. Company in talks with Meta on a $20 billion AI cloud computing deal. We know Oracle has been on a tear when it comes to lining up AI cloud computing deals. Stock's up 85% year to date. I'm done.
All right, I want to get to some of the decliners today. Home builders taking a hit. Big part of that is because of Lennar, down 4.2%. The company's forecast for quarterly home orders miss analyst estimates due to affordability concerns, potential concerns about the job market as well. Lennar's results, according to the company, reflect both the continued pressures of today's housing market and the consistency of Lennar's operating strategy. Every single name in the S1500 home index, the S&P 500, S&P 1500, home index, was lower on the day today. Also watching the parent company of Instacart. Its ticker is CART. Maple Bear is the name, down 8.6%. This after reports late yesterday, that Amazon has partnered with Southeastern supermarket chain Winn-Dixie for grocery delivery in Florida. Other grocers also traded lower today, including Kroger and Albertsons as well. And finally, just watching what happened with Intel today after this week's record run. Intel shares fell after Citigroup downgraded the stock to sell from neutral, pointing to the company's rich valuation. Shares fell in the day today, down 3.2%. Remember, shares rallied 23% on Thursday after NVIDIA agreed to invest $5 billion in the company.
And I just want to add an honorable mention on that. StubHub, I was taking a look at those shares. Remember, they had the IPO on on Tuesday night, at $23.50. They've closed below that in every session since, including today, down another 10%. Some of that might actually have to do with some idiosyncratic issues, some issues coming out of Washington with regards to some concerns about Ticketmaster and their practices as well.
I was looking at Pattern Technology, which is another IPO today. It initially opened down as much as 8.9%. It ended up finishing the day higher by 9.6%. But for a long time today, I thought that was going to be another IPO that kind of stuttered out of the gate. Yeah, I think we've had 3 this week, actually, that did not perform as well as some of the ones that we had in the previous week. It'll be interesting to see what the read-through is as we get into next week. Just a real quick check on yields here on a daily basis. Not a whole lot of activity, but the more notable move is what we saw on a weekly basis, the first weekly decline that we've seen in yields across the board since mid-August. So despite the fact that you are seeing a little bit of an upswing in yields on the day, we should point out that the trend line has been to the downside as expected. A lot of folks front ran that Fed rate decision, and at least it looks right now with regards to the latest CFTC data that people are still positioned for additional drop in yields.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.